What's going on, boys? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today, I got you guys with NFL Sunday or NFL Monday Night Football. We got two games. Very rare occasion that we'll get two games on Monday night. You usually don't really see that very often. Um, I don't know why there are two games um, on Monday. Kind of weird. Um, but yeah, we got Chicago versus Washington, and then Atlanta versus Buffalo. Um, So yeah, I would be giving you guys three free picks in this video. So please drop a like, comment down below if you guys like this kind of content. If you guys want to see, more content, if you guys want me to start betting on the MLB, drop a comment down below. If you guys want me to post my MLB picks for tomorrow, we only have one game up, I see. There might be more games up, but as I'm recording right now, it just says that Milwaukee versus Dodgers. This Toronto game is starting right now. So I didn't really like any of those plays. It's kind of hard to bet on a clean series. Like when teams are just starting their series, I like to bet one or two games in the series. So yeah, if you guys do want me to post that video, I can get right onto that. But this video is going to be strictly for the NFL and Monday Night Football. As I said, there are two games. We have like games. I feel like Atlanta Buffalo is going to be the better game. Washington versus Chicago. I think Washington's going to run the table there. I actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think that game's going to be a little bit better than expected. I think Jaden Daniels versus Caleb Williams is going to be an interesting one. So yeah, for the first pick, we are going with Jaden Daniels. This dude is a dog. Daniels is unreal. Yeah, he's a phenomenal young player. We are taking his over on 20.5 fantasy score. Chicago this year giving up at I think it's like 18.5 to quarterbacks. They have not played one good one all season. I'll show you guys. They really haven't played anybody other than Dak. They kind of shut Dak down though. Um, but yeah, this defense is not that great to running quarterbacks in the past. Last year they were terrible against running quarterbacks, ranked as bottom fifth in the NFL when it came to against running quarterbacks. I don't know this year. They haven't really played against a truly running quarterback like Jaden Daniels, Lamar, Fields, like a Bo Nix, like a true running quarterback. They haven't really played against them. So this will be their first test, but last year they were absolutely putrid against them. And I believe that unit for Chicago last year was a little bit better than they are this year. Tremaine Edmonds needs to step it up. He's looked like an absolute cone on defense. He's flat-footed. He just doesn't have the same burst as he did when he played in Buffalo. I was a big Tremaine Edmonds believer when he got traded there or signed there. I thought he was going to be a phenomenal player. He just kind of hasn't really lived up to those expectations. For the next pick and a demon play, we are going with DJ Moore, and we are taking his over on a touchdown. Whether it's a rushing touchdown or receiving touchdown, does not matter. He just needs to cross the plane and he'll get in. I get what you're saying. Okay, I understand that you think you're like, oh, but there's just so many other weapons on this team. You got Luther Burden, Cole Kmet, Colson Loveland, Swift. All those guys are above him. No, they just needed to get through this bye week and show you guys DJ Moore is going to go back to his peak performance on how he was last year and what people think what Amon-Ra St. Brown was doing with Ben Johnson in that offense, and what Rome Odunze has been doing for the start of the season. I think it's going to switch over to DJ Moore. He's just a better player in my opinion. I get it. Rome Odunze, you spent a top 10 pick on him. I still believe DJ Moore is a better receiver than Rome Odunze. Rome is great. Don't get me wrong. In my opinion, I think DJ Moore fits the offense and fits Caleb's mold better. Yeah, so I think he's going to really step it up these next coming weeks. And then for the next pick, we are going over to this Buffalo game. Only one pick in this game. I can give you guys one more, only because there are a couple games. But for this one, we are going with Khalil Shakur, and we're taking his under on receiving yards. Atlanta giving up 27.5 yards to receiver ones. They rank as the number one pass defense against receivers in the NFL. They are the number one defense. Shakur is not going to do anything. I would have loved to take Keon Coleman's under, but he's not really on here. I would stay away from Kincaid only because Kincaid has been cooking recently. Like Kincaid has been really good. And he's a tight end. They're they're 27th, so they're not. Or I guess in this case they're fifth when it comes to stopping them. So they're not top, but they're pretty up there. But I think it's the safer bet is either Shakur or um, Keon Coleman. But as you can see, Keon Coleman isn't here. And then obviously Joshua Palmer's receiver 3. They're not worried about him. He's not on their whiteboard, so just don't touch that play. Oh, I see Keon Coleman is finally up. So yeah, just any one of those guys, whatever you guys are comfortable taking. Like I said, I'll give you guys 4 picks. So there you go. Just any one of those guys. To be honest, Keon Coleman's had like a weird season. 39.5 for a guy like Keon Coleman's crazy. I mean, he had 45 against New Orleans off of a lucky catch. So he's really only hit this line twice. He had like a bobbled touchdown that was like 40 yards. He had a really good, strong game against Baltimore. I thought Keon Coleman against that Baltimore after that game, I thought he was going to be good. He looked incredible. He was catching everything. He was breaking tackles. He was scoring. He looked really good. And then they just kind of just stopped. Josh Allen, man, he will never find a true receiver because he splits it around a lot, and offense coordinators love that. But yeah, rocking a little 4-man play for you guys. Technically 3 with 1 hybrid pick. It's up to you if you guys want to take that. I'm just letting you know one of these guys is going under. I'm thinking more so Keon Coleman. But if you're liking Shakur under 2, go ahead and take that. I don't hate any of those guys unders. As I said, Atlanta is the number 1 team when it comes to stopping receivers from catching passes. That is pretty much all I got for you guys today's video. Please drop a comment down below. Let me know if you guys went in on the VIP. Totally free. I'll give you guys a month free, and then it will be charged after a month, but I will get you guys in there for free. Just drop a comment down below if you guys went in on that, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.